Hi, this is a little video on graphing logarithmic functions. It's a actually specialized kind of presentation because we're going to be taking a look at these particular kind of questions here. The value of a for f of x equals a times log base b of the quantity x minus h plus k. So we've taken a look at how h and k, how these parameters, when they change, how is the graph affected? What does it do to the graph and the asymptote? But we haven't taken a look at the what happens if you have a coefficient, right? And actually, I don't, nowhere in the textbook and nowhere in the online lesson part does it actually address this. And I think what they're doing here is they really want you to push your skills and your knowledge and to kind of discover on your own. So what I'm going to do is, you can see there are 3 blank lines here. I'm going to address 2 of them. I'm going to leave this third one for you to kind of play with and discover on your own. So basically it says the value of a for the function vertically stretches the graph for what, and vertically compresses the graph for what. And then the one I want you to explore on your own is, if a is negative, the graph is blank. Now, what you really need to do is you need to have access to a graphing calculator so that you can kind of play with these functions and see how the graph changes. I use web.20calc.com, and I like it. So we're going to take a look at what I came up with here. So basically I came up with 3 functions, and I'm just using the common log base 10 and said, okay, what happens when we manipulate the coefficient? What happens when the coefficient is 0.1? What happens when it's just 1, right? It is what it is, log base 10 of x, right? Because that's our reference point. That's how we can gauge what's happening. We need to have a point of reference. So that's the blue line. And then the green line is 4. The coefficient is 4. So here we go. A is equal to 4. A is equal to 1, that's our reference point, and then A is equal to 0.1. Well, take a look what happens. What is going on here? We're talking about stretching and compressing, right? So actually, I'm not going to answer these. That's right, I realized I'm not going to answer these questions myself. I want you to answer the questions. We'll take a look at the graph, but I want you to think about what is going on here. I came up with a picture for you. So it says vertically, the function A vertically stretches the graph for what? You should be able to, think about that. Think about it in terms of values, in terms of numbers. And vertically compresses the graph for a blank, right? And then, like I said before, what I want you to do is check out A when it's negative. So make it negative, see what happens, and then come up with a way to describe it. Come up with a phrase that describes it, that you could pop here into this line that actually describes what is happening. So, okay, I hope you found this helpful.